that's when it hits you. It's like when you crest that like first real hill in the sandhills and you look around and like you see, oh, this is the Great Plains.
Welcome to Nerdlandia.
Welcome to Nerdlandia, where we love exploring the prairie any time of year. I'm your host, Emily Case Buskirk. Today, we're chatting with Katie Nieland. For those of you listening from Lincoln, you might have seen her distinctive Great Plains-inspired artwork on t-shirts, stickers, and more. We talk about the importance of cultivating visual identity, the uniqueness of Great Plains culture, and what she's learned after running her own small business for 5 years. Katie Nieland, I'm so stoked to have you on the podcast.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
I'm doing pretty great. How are you?
I'm really doing quite well, thank you.
Great. So to kick things off, do you remember any particular illustrations that kind of got things going for you, or any like lasting favorites over the years?
Yeah, so I've been drawing for forever. But when I started my business, I originally started by making dinosaur art because I really liked drawing bones, and I love Jurassic Park. It's my favorite movie. And so I did a bunch of dinosaur art and then did a First Friday, and it was really fun. But it wasn't quite connecting. I wasn't quite connecting with both my audience, and it was like I was kind of running out of inspiration. I had sort of reached the end of that. But along the whole time, I've been working at the Center for Great Plains Studies at the University of Nebraska. Mm-hmm. So this whole time I'm telling stories about the Great Plains, and I don't know why I didn't think about maybe doing art about the Great Plains.
Yes.
I mean, it seems so obvious looking back, but I was doodling about the Great Plains, and I made this bison with the floral pattern on the inside.
Iconic.
And that was it. Like, I was like, oh, there's something here. And that little guy became my mascot and my logo. And it really makes sense because I know so much about our region. Like, why not make art about our region, you know?
Yeah. It kind of is almost those things of like, I don't know, it's so familiar to you that it almost becomes like invisible, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just overly familiar.
It's so fun and wild to see it around town, honestly, these days.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that person's got the bison. Oh, that's really cool. I don't even know who they are. That's weird.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's fun to see. I know even at makers markets and stuff, there's been like murals that you've done that people can like go in and color, and so it's, I don't know, you can always like see that it's a Katie Nieland. It's got the signature style. So.
That is my hope. People are always like, how do you develop your style? And honestly, it is not something you like purposefully go out and develop. Your style finds you. And that's how it is for a lot of artists.
Yeah. That's a good jumping off point, because I was also wondering, since you've owned Katie Nieland Art for 5 years now, like, what are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned along the way?
Let's see. Business taxes are hard. No, no. I mean, I think I learned that, always being able to draw, or at least interested in drawing, wasn't enough for me. I really need direction and honestly a deadline. I'm a former journalist. My undergrad is in journalism, and I worked for the Chicago Tribune for years. And I just need a deadline to make me do things.
I honestly, same.
Yeah.
I understand the struggle. Like, it's a struggle and a strength.
Yeah. So once I was like, oh, I'm going to have a business, I'm going to do these maker markets, that created deadlines. And I jumped into it from there. And I think the only other thing, the big takeaway from owning this business for 5 years is just how amazing the community of artists here in Lincoln is, and in Omaha.
Oh, yeah.
It's like incredible. And those people, they've helped me so much, and we've become like this lovely little maker community. I ask them for help. They ask me for help. It's just like the interactions with them is really like key and important for me to continue doing this second job.
Absolutely. So you're talking about like incorporating Great Plains into your work. How do you see like drawing being a window into that?
Yeah, well, I think being here in the Great Plains, I want to connect people to the Great Plains with my art. I want them to get inspired by it, want to go out and see the Great Plains, or to at least think that, hey, maybe there are cool things here that I don't know about, or that I could go out and experience too. The Great Plains and the grasslands specifically are one of the least protected biomes on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 4% of the tall grass prairie remains. We have a little bit more of the short grass and the mixed grass prairie, but it is a landscape that's been hugely changed, right? We don't have really a way to experience what it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think what I hope is that my art really makes people proud of the nature and the wild spaces that are here. And I think if you learn a little bit about the Great Plains, experience it, look at the art about it, like the more you can learn about it, experience it, the more you start to care about it. And I'm hoping that's what my art is doing for people, I guess. That's why so many of my pieces include like the species name. Sometimes I even write it on the back. It sometimes has the scientific name. I want people to learn just like a little bit about these animals and be like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And it's cool that those animals are here in my region.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is a good like connection point and an opportunity to spark curiosity. So I'm gonna grab your coloring book because it's like in arm's reach for me.
Yay!
It's like one of my favorite chill activities to do, and I've been like into it lately. Again, like it kind of like ebbs and flows, but
Amazing.
I just did the one with the possums, and I like put it on my fridge because I'm really proud of it.
That one's a fun one. I've seen lots of people do really cool possum ones.
I do love that one. But yeah, like, you know, like the buffalo friend.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess I just like bring that all up to say that I think it's a really like engaging, accessible way for people to be like, oh yeah, look at that cute animal. And then maybe it does inspire like learning a little bit more about it or caring a little bit more about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Like, oh, where can I see that animal? Or I mean, I especially lean into the bison because it's like the quintessential animal of the Great Plains, right? And it's very like it's a symbol of strength and it's, you know, a herd animal. But then I like put the little florals on it to make it a bit more whimsical and a bit soft. And it has that like a human connection there, I guess. And that's what I'm kind of going for with all of the critters that I do, is to try to inspire a little bit of like whimsy and magic into our region, I guess.
100%. And yeah, like personality and like, I don't know, there is like so much going on. Cause I do think that there's kind of this idea that it's like, I don't know, it's almost this like historical idea of like, oh, the great American wasteland. It's just like, that's not the case at all.
Yeah. No, definitely is not. And I feel like you do have to get off I-80. You do have to go other places, but you don't have to go far. Like you can see bison in Lincoln, you know, at Pioneers Park. And you can go see prairie chickens down in Richardson County. And you can get to the edge of the sandhills in like a couple hours. And you can go out and experience like the magic that is there. So it's amazing, all the stuff that we have around us. Spring Creek Prairie, 9 Mile Prairie, like you can get out and see some Great Plains.
Yes. So, kind of switching gears a little bit, you mentioned working with the Center for Great Plains Studies. So, what is your role there?
Yeah, I'm the Associate Director at the Center for Great Plains Studies, where I have been for 12 years now. And I'm also the Communications Coordinator. So, I do all of our emails and website and social media and things like that. But the real thrust of it is to tell cool stories about the Great Plains, to help people care about the Great Plains and to protect it, which is, as you can see, kind of the same thing that my art is doing. So like my professional life and my art life is now just fully intertwined. I can't get out of the Great Plains. It's just in there, right? We run the Great Plains Art Museum, which is a free museum downtown across from the Lead Center. We do conferences and free talks. We do our own podcast series and videos. We do lots of like bigger projects, and we're an interdisciplinary center. So we do science, literature, art, everything. As long as it has to do with the Great Plains, we are interested.
Yeah, yeah. I actually wanted to go to the museum a few weeks ago, and I think I went like before it opened, which was kind of kind of a
Tuesday through
bummer.
Saturday, 10 to 5.
Yeah, so I do know that now.
Yes, yes. And open first Fridays as well. Open till 7 on first Fridays.
Okay, nice. Yeah. So I definitely will be getting out there soon.
Okay, well, when you're there, give me a buzz and I will come down and give you a tour.
Ooh, yes, that'd be awesome.
Right now we have a Wild Great Plains up, which is all animal art. That's in the basement. And then in the main level, we have reflections of our people, our ways, our land, which is an Oto, Missouri artist show. And that's on the main level.
Okay, awesome. So we've already kind of touched on this. What do you wish people knew more about Great Plains history and culture?
I would say that the Great Plains is a very complex and interesting place. It's way more than cowboys.
Yes.
And actually, like looking at it through the environmental history of the bison is a kind of interesting way to get like some snapshots of the Great Plains at various moments in history. Because you have, millions of animals, right, all across the Great Plains. You have indigenous people who are living with, using the animals, but also treating them as relatives. And then you have westward settlement coming in and clearing out the plains. And you get down to, I've seen estimates of like 1,000 animals. Like that's how close we were to losing the bison. Well, and then we clawed it back, right? And now we're up to about 31,000 in like public herds and like around 360,000 in private herds. And a lot of those private ones are for like meat production. So like the vast majority of bison, like the market for them is one of the reasons we have so many. So in the story of the bison, you see all these threads of like history, of culture, of westward expansion, of economics, and of ecology, because without the bison, like you need a hooved creature on the land. So you have like the replacement with cattle. So you have like this like really interesting mix of things happening in just that one story. And then there are so many stories about the Great Plains that are really interesting. And it's not just something that is happening here. There's connection points throughout the country and the world. Like there was a market for those bison. There's a market for the cattle. You can see like the Great Plains aren't isolated. We're an interesting place full of rich cultures and cool people. And now like an increasingly diverse place as well. It's an incredible ecosystem, and it is not well known, I think, the history, the ecology. It's flyover country, right? Like that's the stereotype of it, but there's so much here to learn.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good points there. I guess what it makes me think of is just kind of going back to like the idea that it's like, oh, there's just kind of nothingness, like, oh, it's not mountains, it's not next to an ocean, but there really is so much. And unfortunately, I think, part of it was settlers ruining a lot of the great things that that the Native Americans had going with like cultivating the land and working with all of the plant and animal species. So it has been heartening, I think, to see, even if it's on like a relatively small scale, like efforts to build things back. One example I can think of is from your last conference when Farron Davis Anderson was talking about sacred fire and prescribed burning. That's a topic I'm extremely interested in. We're having these conversations, like things are happening. There is more awareness. It's just I think it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. I mean, we see it at the center all the time. Like people are interested in these places, and they are interested in restoration, in woody tree encroachment. There's like a whole topic about that.
Yeah, encroachment. Yeah.
Yes. So people are interested, and I think it's really important to understand that the Great Plains, and especially Nebraska, is a bit of a tough case. We are 97% privately owned, the land in Nebraska. So if you're going to do conservation here, you have to be able to work with landowners, many of which are ranchers and have cattle, and they have to do their thing. They have to feed their families and make a living out there as well. So a lot of what we've been doing at the center over the time that I've been there is to like connect with people who are doing ranching and talk to them about like, you could also maybe have some prairie chickens. And like, if you have them, people will come see them. Like people are excited to get out there on the landscape. We have a great rancher that we work with out in the Sandhills near Burwell. And I went out to her land and she does little Jeep tours, like safari style Jeep tours of the Sandhills. And that's when it hits you. It's like when you crest that like first real hill in the Sandhills and you look around and like you see, oh, this is the Great Plains. And you can see like a coyote like 2 miles away, like making his way through the grasslands. And you're like, I get it now. I get this place and how beautiful it can be.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes, it does take a little bit of exploration, but not even as much as you would think.
Right. Yeah. You don't have to go out all the way to the Sandhills. You can go to Spring Creek Prairie.
Exactly. I really like the example you provided too, because I think that, landowners are really great at, I guess the phrase always used is like being good stewards of the land, but how can we, make people more aware of maybe like one or two additional things that are creating these like win-win situations?
Yeah.
So I think these like opportunities for those types of conversations are really, really positive to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities for nature-based tourism on the Great Plains. I've done a lot of research about that. And that's kind of like, it also informs my art too. We're just like, how do we get people to care about these species? It can be art, but it can also be like standing in the Sandhills and checking out the stars.
Yes, having those experiences that people might not realize are that accessible. So one thing you mentioned is that you all have a podcast. So tell us more about that.
Oh, yes. We have a podcast called Great Plains Anywhere. We actually have 2 podcasts right now. We have Great Plains Anywhere, which we started during the pandemic. That's just like a podcast / video version of our lecture series where we just interview somebody who's doing something cool in the Great Plains. Sometimes they present like their research, and sometimes we just have like a Q&A about what they study. Usually it's like one of our Great Plains fellows, so a scholar who is doing something neat in the Great Plains. And then the other podcast is for our Walking in the Footsteps of Our Ancestors project. And that is a project with the Oto-Missouri tribe of Oklahoma. That is a Mellon Foundation funded project to help reintroduce that tribe to their former homeland, their last chosen homeland in Lincoln, in the surrounding area. So we do a podcast just like getting to know the tribe, getting to know the people on the project, and really like, connecting with them in an audio format.
That is awesome. I mean, one of the reasons why I gravitated towards podcasting is because I really wanted an opportunity for people to like connect with people's voices and like just, I don't know, I just feel like there's like an extra dimension there. Yeah, like writing is great in some ways, but then I always get excited about like the opportunities of multimedia and what it can provide that like maybe you can't get with traditional media. So I just think that that's like such a great way, especially for people whose voices maybe like haven't traditionally been able to like get out on a wider platform. Like that, what a great way to like give more direct access to those voices.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really fun. Our host is Johnny J, and they are a like superstar for indigenous nerdery is what she calls it. She literally does like the indigenous Comic-Cons. She's in LA and super great. I've learned a lot from her.
Well, are there any personal upcoming projects that you're excited for?
Well, I guess the biggest project of my, 5 years so far is that coloring book. That was the one that was like, I'm going to do this. It took 9 months to make it.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. I had a really fun time doing it. My hand hurt at some point because I was just like drawing so much and I was trying to hit a deadline. It was like a self-made deadline. Like no one told me I
Still.
needed to do it. But yeah, so I'm really proud of that. And I plan to do another one at some point. I was hoping
Yeah.
to do one on the seasons and do like Great Plains through the seasons.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
But I'm pretty excited about, like, I always really like collaborating with other businesses. So I'm most excited about a couple of collaborations coming up. Arise Botanicals. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to have a print in their seasonal bundles next year.
Ooh.
That is with the season. So it'll be like a plant from that season that is represented in the bundle. So I'm like
that's
really
awesome.
excited about. Actually, I have them. I just picked them up from the printer.
Oh my gosh.
It's a hawthorn. It's beautiful.
Sneak
I'm
peek.
so excited. Sneak peek. So Paper Kite is going to have my first like kids only shirt design.
Ooh.
And it's the alphabet, and on some of the letters are Great Plains animals that start with that letter. So there's like a crane on it for C, and so I'm pretty excited about that one. I just really like working with other businesses, other small businesses, and seeing what they're up to and what I can add to their design.
Heck yes. Yeah. And I'm excited for that shirt so that I can get that for friends' kids.
Yeah, it's going to be so cute. I sell some stuff in their shop already, and it's been going really well. So we were like, yeah, let's do this.
Amazing. Well, if I can make an unsolicited suggestion, you should totally do like a Frisbee design.
Yes. So I have 2 Frisbee designs, but they are part of, so Lincoln has a Ultimate Frisbee Association. We have a league, like a city league. And I've done a couple of Frisbee designs for them, but I think I should probably make like one that you can buy on my shop as well.
Definitely.
That would be pretty fun. Yeah. The ones for LUDA is what it's called, the Lincoln Ultimate Disc Association. It's got Abraham Lincoln riding a mammoth on one of them.
That's incredible.
And the other one is Abe Lincoln in a Hawaiian shirt. That one's pretty old now, but they probably still have some.
That is awesome. I love that you were able to like incorporate your random hobby of Ultimate Frisbee, like.
Yeah, pretty much everywhere I go and everything I do, I'm like, ooh, do we want to make a t-shirt for that? And they're like, you don't need t-shirts for everything, Katie. Yeah, you do.
It's like, everybody's like, oh, I have too many t-shirts, until you like see an awesome design and then you're like, okay, I think I have room for that one still.
Well, and also I think like, so I also play like in a pickup league. And we do t-shirts every year. And I think it's like, so this is a pickup league that's not associated with like any organization. We just like meet in the park, right? But doing some branding for it, I think like helps that community like stick together and identify with the community. Like, oh, I'm an Ultimate player. Like, check out my water bottle with this sticker on it. Like,
absolutely.
Anything I can do to like create a sense of community within my life is like really turns out to be really important to me. So yeah, I make some t-shirts for my weird pickup Ultimate League.
T-shirts for everyone.
T-shirts for all. Yes.
Love that. So wholesome.
It's great.
Okay. Is there anything else that I did not cover that you wanted to add about Great Plains or your drawings or anything else?
Okay, so I'm doing this workshop on drawing this weekend. And I think that drawing and being sort of like present and observing the world around you can really help you slow down. Yes. And I think that's something that I need to do and that I am finding other people in my circles need to do is like to take a breath because like the world, little scary. Right now it's big scary. So I find myself needing to be like, okay, we're going to turn off the TikToks and we're going to draw something that we see. And I think even if you can't draw, I think you can practice observing something, looking at something, and then it's almost like a mindfulness practice, right? Where we're just like, I'm going to look at this leaf and I'm going to look at all the lines and the negative space between the lines, and I'm going to try to draw it. And I think that can really help us. And I think that's probably what people are doing with the coloring book, is they're just like taking a moment and just like doing something with our hands and doing something creative. I think that really helps in times like these. I've been getting a bit more into making some sort of like a little bit of protest art. I've got like this bison that says "Stand Up, Fight Back," and I have a crane that says "Everyone belongs here." And I'm just trying to like in little ways like calm myself. And I think art can help us do that. So I would say try to draw something, even if you don't think you can draw. It's really kind of fun.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
I love all those points. Drawing, even if you think you're bad at it, you're not going to enter into a contest.
No,
it's
a
fine.
skill that gets built up over time.
Yes.
Like it's practice. With practice, you can get better at anything, including drawing.
Yeah. And I mean, I say this as I'm not good at drawing, and it's like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
if you're enjoying it, then that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
And it's also just a nice thing, like whether that's drawing or coloring, to like get away from a screen, you know?
Yeah. Been trying to have less screen time, and it is hard.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely drawing does that. And I'm also drawing on a screen sometimes. So I was like, does that count? I asked my therapist if that counted, and she's like, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh man, yeah, that's tough. I guess the last thing I would say was just community. And I mean, I've seen the crane sticker in various places around Lincoln.
That sticker was so great because the School of Natural Resources asked me to make that first, and then Larkin Powell, who's the director, and actually I've designed his new book that's coming out soon.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's my first like full-length book design that I worked on. It's very cool. It's on Great Plains landscapes. Do you see a theme? Yes. But he was like, hey, more people should see this. Why don't you sell it as well? And I was like, great. So now we've got window clings that businesses have been putting up, which is so cool. And we've got stickers. And it's just like, I want Lincoln, the Great Plains, I want us all to have like this sense of identity and pride in this place. Because I think when you have pride in the place that you are in and you care about it, then you want to protect it. And that's really, my goal and my number one thing is like, how do we protect the natural environments of the place that we are in? I think that's sort of my driving force behind both my day job and my art job.
Yeah.
It's really important.
For sure. And it's like, to know something and to care about something, you need like, you need the words, you need a name for it. And I think it is really important to have like a visual identity to it as well. And I mean, I'm kind of biased because I'm a super visual person, but I would say that like applies to a lot of people in general, even if they don't consider themselves like super artsy or anything either,
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to be able to have a symbol, something that's unifying for this place. And I kind of hope my floral bison is a little bit of a symbol for this place.
So, okay, with that, we are entering into the recurring ending segment. What is your favorite thing in the moment, Katie?
Okay, I have multiple ideas.
You're allowed to have multiple ideas.
Okay, great. I am obsessed with these bags from Baboon to the Moon. I don't know if you know this company. They're like a super awesome progressive company. They make fanny packs and like backpacks and things in super bright colors. And I have 8 of them.
Oh my God.
Do I need 8 fanny packs? No, but I have so many. So I love them, and they're super high quality, and like one even tore and they replaced it for free. So love that. I'm also obsessed with the Asian Taste restaurant on West A Street.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's a Thai restaurant. It's attached to a gas station, so you know it's good.
Heck yeah.
And there's a little Thai grocery store like 2 doors down that I think is like part of the same family. The food is great. It's ready in 10 minutes. I go there once a week.
Heck yes. I've been a big fan of Sisters Thai. It's newish.
Also, I have heard good things about that.
Okay, we'll have to try. We'll have to try these other ones.
You can do a side by side.
Yes.
Pad Thai from each place.
Oh man, yeah, Pad Thai is like I've been thinking about this, but I think it's like pretty much my favorite food of all time.
It might be. It's so good. It's so good. The other thing I'm super into is Dropout, the streaming service.
Okay.
They're a comedy, like a streaming comedy platform. They have improv and game shows and live play Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh.
And I am very into Dungeons and Dragons. I have been DMing for about a year now.
Oh, nice.
A year and a half, maybe. And Dropout is like they're doing content in an ethical way where they pay their people a living wage. Wow,
what a concept.
What a concept. And I'm just like a huge fan of that company and how they've made Dungeons and Dragons really accessible.
Yay.
And popular again. So yeah, I'm actually like running my game on Friday and I need to prep tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay, well now you're gonna have to like start doing some D&D designs. I've seen a couple of places do this, and it's so fun.
I know. I definitely need to I drew all of the characters in my campaign for my players. I don't often do like humans or like humanoid type figures, but I'll make some exceptions sometimes. And I drew all my players, and I gave them little cards with their paper sheets. And
that's adorable.
It is very, very fun. I'm a full adult.
Yes, you have free will and you're using it.
Free will. I'm going to do it. I do the voices. We do the role playing. It's incredible.
That does sound fantastic.
One of my players has an Italian accent, and she's been doing it the whole time. A year and a half now.
Wow. That is some serious dedication. I see like maybe like a tinge of regret in those eyes.
Slight regret. Yeah.
But
I had another character who was doing a really high pitched voice, and then he like one game he just like sneezed and he had a normal voice, and I was like, I see what you did there. You've self-corrected, and I'm proud of you.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
That is so fun. Yeah, I have heard the name Dropout, and I like getting the positive review for it. Because I do think it's super important to think about where our subscriptions are going. I've finally decided, I'm going to put this out there to hold me to it, but I'm going to cancel my Spotify.
Ooh, brave.
I know. I need music so much to work. It's kind of a problem. But there's Bandcamp, you know?
Yeah. Check out Dropout, especially if you like funny things, because their improv is incredible. I don't even think that I liked improv. Turns out I do.
That sounds promising. Okay, my favorite things right now are Eastern Nebraska's cider scene. So Cerro Cider, specifically their spiced apple cider, like this time of year is like my absolute fave. It's my pumpkin spice latte. Like this is like my drink that it's like it's fall. I'm gonna like have this as much as possible.
And I'm a gluten-free person, and I don't do beer, so like cider is where it's at for me.
So good. And this year they have like special like spooky like Scarrow cider branding. You have to go check it out. It's adorable.
Okay, I'm going right now. No.
You should.
Amazing. Awesome.
And yeah, it's so good. And then I also will say I haven't tried this yet, but I'm very excited to try it. It was like a collaboration that Facial Till did, I think, and it's called like Lil Salty, and it's you've heard about this. It's like I think it's about the tiger beetle, right?
Yeah, and there's like a launch party for it.
Yeah, which already happened, but you know, I'm just gonna like try it. It's gonna be awesome. It's like a salty like apricot or something. It's gonna be so good.
Sounds amazing.
And I love that they're also like promoting like unique Nebraska wildlife.
Yeah, the Salt Creek tiger beetle, one of our endangered species here.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the podcast today. It was amazing to get to hear about your work, and hopefully people are curious to learn a little bit more after this.
Yeah, that would be great. They could always stop by the Great Plains Art Museum. They can check out my website, katienielandart.com. And just like, you know, we have a publication called the Great Plains Encyclopedia, and you can just dig through there for forever, finding out really cool stuff about this region.
I am so grateful to Katie for hanging out with us for this episode. And for those local listeners, I highly encourage you to go see her and other makers at an upcoming market. Let's all support small businesses this holiday season. Those are the coolest gifts anyway. On a similar note, Bookmas will still be going on through the end of the year. All you have to do to join is donate to a local food bank, shoot me a message, and I'll send you a good book in your genre of choice. Next up, it's a festive extravaganza in the Nerdlandia studio. Keith, who provides vocals and ukulele playing for the show, pops in to talk about the bell choir he's a part of and their upcoming holiday concert. See you then. Nerdlandia is hosted, produced, and edited by Emily Case Buskirk. Theme song and ending credit music by Keith West. Cover art by Ellen Stubbings. Additional music from Pixabay.
I just love podcasts. I listen. There's pretty much always one going all the time. I live alone, so I was like, scary, quiet house. No, podcasts.
Yes.